Imagine trying to solve a giant puzzle, but every single piece is the size of a multi-story building. Now imagine those pieces are scattered across different countries, separated by oceans, rivers, and mountains. If you scratch a single piece, you lose 400 crore rupees instantly. This isn't a game. It is the daily reality for the engineers at Airbus. How do you build a giant that is too big to even fly itself home? Let's go behind the scenes of the most incredible journey in the sky.
Hello and welcome. If you're new here, welcome to Amazing 5.
Our story begins not in a single factory, but across the entire continent of Europe. Airbus is more than just a company. It is a grand alliance between France, Germany, Spain, and the United Kingdom. Their mission is bold: to build planes faster and better than anyone else on Earth. On average, Airbus delivers 3 brand new aircraft every single day. That is a staggering pace, but it creates a massive problem. How do you get all the parts to one place to put them together? For smaller planes, Airbus uses a hero known as the Beluga. Named after the white whale because of its strange, bulging forehead, this cargo plane is a miracle of engineering. Its nose opens up like a giant mouth, swallowing wings and fuselages whole. It can carry 2 A380 wings at once, flying them from the UK to the assembly line in France in just 2 hours. For years, the Beluga was the king of the sky. But then, Airbus decided to build a monster, the A380. The A380 is the world's largest passenger plane, a double-decker palace in the clouds. It was so big that even the mighty Beluga couldn't swallow its parts. The wings were too wide and the body was too tall. Airbus engineers realized that their flying whale had met its match. They needed a new plan. They couldn't go over the mountains anymore. They had to go through the water and across the land. The journey of an A380 starts as a series of giant sections. The tail comes from Hamburg, Germany. The nose and center come from Saint-Nazaire, France. The massive wings, each costing 400 crore rupees, are built in Broughton, England. To move these giants, Airbus built special ships called roll-on/roll-off vessels, like the city of Hamburg. These ships are 5 times larger than the Beluga cargo plane. Instead of using cranes, the plane sections are simply rolled onto the ship on massive platforms. But the ocean is only the first chapter. The most cinematic and heart-pounding part of the journey happens on the Garonne River in France. The parts are moved from the big ships onto smaller barges. These barges must travel up the river to reach the city of Bordeaux. There is one major obstacle standing in their way: the Pont de Pierre. This historic stone bridge was built in 1810 and has small, narrow arches. The gap between the barge and the bridge is often just a few inches. But there is a bigger problem: the tide. Because the river is connected to the ocean, the water level rises and falls constantly. The captain of the barge has a tiny window of opportunity. Every 12 hours, there is a period of just 3 minutes when the water is exactly at the right level. If the water is too high, the plane parts will hit the bridge. Once they pass the bridge, the journey turns to the road. This is known as the Super Convoy. 6 massive trucks, each with up to 96 wheels, carry the sections 250 kilometers from Bordeaux to the final assembly plant in Toulouse. This happens only at night. The French police shut down entire highways and village streets. The convoy moves at a walking pace, surrounded by 40 team members, engineers, and escorts. People often line the streets just to watch these silver giants pass by. The wings are so wide they hang over the edges of the road, nearly touching the roofs of houses and lamp posts. It is a silent, glowing parade of technology moving through the ancient French countryside. Finally, the pieces arrive at the massive assembly hall in Toulouse. Here, the birth of the plane truly happens. It takes 19,000 rivets to join the body sections and another 4,000 to attach the wings. After months of painting, installing 500 kilometers of wiring, and fitting the engines, the A380 is ready. From the first part being built to the final delivery, it takes 9 months to create one A380. It is a $450 million masterpiece that can carry 850 people at once. It weighs as much as 300 luxury SUVs. While only 251 of these giants were ever made, the story of how they were built remains a testament to human willpower. It shows us that no matter how big the pieces are, or how far apart they start, anything can be built if you have the right team, enough patience, and the courage to sail through the narrowest arches. The next time you see a giant white plane in the sky, remember the bridge, the night convoy, and the thousands of people who moved a mountain just to watch it fly.